恐竜戦隊 Zyuranger!
Hey guys, welcome to episode 18 of my Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger episode commentaries and reviews. This week is episode 18, The Hate-Filled Brothers Sword. It's another Burai episode, but also a Geki episode as well. And yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. Remember, leave a like and subscribe if you do. Without any further ado, let's actually get into the video, because I'm sure you'd rather see that than me right now. See you in a bit. The episode begins in the temple with Geki and the others questioning Bandora about Burai. To Geki's surprise, he is told Burai is his older brother. Not only that, but his parents weren't his real parents. He was adopted, and his birth parents were killed, leading rebellion against his adopted parents. As his dad died, he made Burai swear to avenge him. Burai managed to escape from that country and went to Gnome's Forest, where he lived and grew up, filled with hatred for the Yamato tribe. His anger is now directed at Geki as the last surviving member. Geki runs to the rooftop and is followed by the other rangers, who are stopped by Goosh, as Geki reflects on everything he's just been told. Meanwhile, Burai is standing on a rocky shoreline, reflecting on how he's going to kill Geki, and on the moon, Bandora is celebrating with the special Bandora song. Taking her celebration to Earth, she attracts Burai's attention and stops him as he begins to walk away. Totpat doesn't appreciate how Burai talks to Bandora, and Grafforza leaps down to confront Burai, quickly being subdued before Bandora tells them to stop. She wants to help Burai defeat the Zyurangers. Burai refuses help at first, but after learning of their legendary weapons, he seems to consider the offer. Before he can answer, Bandora casts a spell and sends Burai flying into a dark place with a pair of white doors. Beyond those doors is an inferno and an undead knight wielding the sword. Burai charges in, but is blasted back by the skeleton knight. He flashes back to his father's dying wish that he avenge him and become king, and to a vision of Geki laughing at him. Using this anger, he leaps in, and the doors close behind him. Inside, he fights the undead knight, retrieving the sword and cutting the knight down. Helfried is now his. Geki is alone throwing rocks into a pond when he hears something and turns round to see Buckback with a gun, who shoots something at him. It turns out to be a letter. Dan and Boy turn up and ask what happened, but Geki says nothing and leaves. Burai is waiting at the rocky coastline as Geki arrives. Geki calls him brother, but Burai tells him not to call him that and begins to attack. Geki just wants to talk, but that's the farthest thing from Burai's mind. He wants to kill the Zyurangers and become Emperor of Earth like his father wished of him. Geki takes a devastating blow, knocking him to the ground as the other Zyurangers arrive. After seeing Geki, the four of them transform and shoot Burai as he also transforms. They all battle, but with the power of Helfried, Burai defeats them all. On the moon, Bandora is happy with how things are going, but reminds her minions that it won't be easy as Daizyuzin is behind the Rangers. Back on Earth, Burai throws Geki down a steep hill and prepares to send him to hell. with Geki still asking his brother why. They are the only family they have, and they shouldn't be fighting. But Burai feels he suffered alone in the secret forest, while Geki was spoilt, living as a prince, and will never understand him. As Burai is about to strike the final blow, he's sent flying by a blast of energy from Daizyuzin. Daizyuzin commands that he, Geki, leader of the Zyurangers, stands up, as it gives him his legendary sword and tells him to fight for justice. Geki refuses, saying he can't fight his brother, and Daizyuzin blasts him, calling him a fool. Daizyuzin addresses Burai, saying he must wait until he and Geki can fight evenly. But Burai says shut up and tries to blast Daizyuzin with the Hell Sword, but it's blocked by the Mammoth Shield and reflected right back as Burai retreats. Geki is joined by the other Rangers as he tells Daizyuzin he wants to understand the brother he only just met. On the moon, Bandora is overjoyed Geki is disobeying Daizyuzin, as she reveals she will destroy Daizyuzin with her own hands in 10 days and 12 hours. As on Earth, Daizyuzin continues to look down on the broken and beaten Rangers. Okay, so, I mean, that was a good episode. I mean, obviously, the main thing with these episodes is sort of comparing them with the old Power Rangers stuff. So, we definitely have different things going on here. With the old Power Rangers, I said the old Power Rangers, it's actually slightly newer than this, so I guess I can't really call it old, but with the Green with Evil episodes, it was, as I remember it when I was a kid, very dark at the time. It felt very heavy for what it was, which was, well, it was a kid's show, but, you know, you had, like, you know, Tommy that was brainwashed and all the rest of it. In this is, I mean, for one thing, Red Ranger finds out he's adopted. He finds out he's got an older brother and his brother wants him dead. I mean, straight off that's what the episode opens with. I mean, can you imagine if, like, for example, in Power Rangers, Zordon turned around and went, actually, Jason, you're adopted and Tommy is actually your brother. Or Tommy was adopted and he is actually your brother. You're twins. I mean, can you imagine, like, the difference it would have been if Green and Red had been brothers? In it, I mean, Geki is doing everything he can in this to not fight Burai because he just wants to bond with his brother, which is a really sweet thing. And it sort of, it puts it on another level. It's not just evil, good guys fight evil. This is like, you know, this guy's trying to kill you, but surprise, it's your brother that you didn't know you had. By the way, you adopted. I mean, it is something to screw with your mind, if nothing else. But also, you know, he has to work for, I mean, for one thing, he's able to kick Grifor's backside pretty handily and pretty quickly. And then he has to go and actually earn, like, that sword. I think, was it Hellfried or was that the other one? I think this one was Hellfried. I mean, we've had 2 evil swords in, like, the space of about 3 or 4 episodes. So, being English, Japanese names, it all sort of, like, blends into one, which I tried to do better, but my brain just doesn't let me. So yeah, I mean, he earns the Sword of Darkness or Evil Sword or whatever you want to call it, which, you know, is good. It's, and also, I mean, he wants to be Emperor of the world or the universe or everything, which Bandora's like letting him think he is. But also, Bandora's got to play. All this is going into Bandora's super plan for whatever's going to happen. You know, Daizyuzin is going to be destroyed. because of whatever's going on. You know, she started all this off at the start of last episode, where she did that spell to Great Satan of Hell, where it then showed her, was it Ryota? Gnome's grandson, who was looking for the green key to open Burai's chamber in the secret cave, in the secret forest, in the dark, dark woods. So I don't know how many people will get that reference, but all this is leading to Bandora's plan to destroy the Zyurangers and destroy Daizyuzin. So everything has to come together. And everything is supposedly coming together. And another thing, I mean, and I absolutely love this part, is we get the Bandora song. Dora, 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 Bandora, Bandora, Bandora. I mean, she's in the middle of celebrating evilness and she breaks into a musical number. And it's not the first time she's done that, because I think it was in the Great Sneeze plot a few episodes ago. She started singing about how everyone's going to sneeze until they die. I mean, I guess the Bandora song's slightly more cheerful. She's just singing her name over and over again. But, yeah, it's kind of nuts, really. It just has this musical number in it. And also, you know, I mean, in the original Power Rangers as well, Goldar never shuts up. Completely fawning, just sycophant. And in this, he never says anything. He just sort of, at the most. That's the most you get. But yeah, just I love how different all this is. And I've even gone back and watched a few Power Rangers episodes recently. And I mean, aside from the fact that they completely butcher a lot of the Japanese footage and a lot of Japanese fights, partly because, well, especially the ones that were two-parters, because they could make the fights so much longer. And putting them into like a single contained American episode, they had to like shorten the fights. But yeah, I think with this, they did do it well, like with the Power Ranger side of things, like for these episodes. But yeah, I think not having Tommy as Jason's brother, like, that was adopted or something, I think that was missing something there, because Burai being Geki's brother, I just love that. Like, and the fact that Geki is there, just like, my parents weren't my parents, and I have a brother, and my brother wants to kill me, and I just want to talk to my brother. Please, brother, why? Yeah, just I love it. And of course, we've still got more to come of this light arc, because we still haven't had Zyosoken, we haven't had Dragon Caesar, who's up there. We've just got so much left to do. Oh, and of course, how can I forget Daizyuzin? Daizyuzin comes along, throws Geki's sword at him, and says, "Go and kill your brother." And Geki's like, but I want to get to know my brother. And he's like, "He's evil. You must kill him." And it's like, what the hell? Like, you've got to kill your brother. I am God. Kill your brother. And he's like, can I just get to know him first? And he's like, you'll wait. You'll be able to fight soon, and he'll kill you because you're evil. It's just, I love it. I love it. I mean, last week we had a kid getting shot at and grenades thrown at him, and now we get God telling the guy, your brother's evil, you're the leader of the Zyurangers, go kill him. This is a kids program. I love it. I absolutely love it. And like I say, we've still got more parts to come of this arc with Dragon Ranger. You know, we've still got Jusoken to go. We've got Dragon's Caesar to like come into it. And of course, we've got the Rangers to triumph and all 6 of them to come together as a team. Eventually. So I think it's about 5-6 episodes of the whole thing. So we'll get into that in time. But for now, hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.